Hey everybody, I'm gonna be showing you how to make some chicken wings. Who doesn't love chicken wings? And these are bone-in chicken wings. So Super Bowl's coming up and I thought, let's make some wings. Who doesn't love these? So I have some drumettes and some wings right here. This was one big chicken wing. And what I did was I broke it down into these two pieces. And if you're wondering how I did that, towards the end of the video, I will show you a short clip of how to break down a whole chicken wing. Now, these are going to be buffalo style. That is my favorite. And I'm just gonna show you how to prepare these wings. I'm gonna be doing them in the air fryer, but there's three ways you could really cook your wings. You could either do it in the air fryer, you could do it in the oven, or you could even do it by deep frying in some oil. All will work. I want an easy, less mess, healthier method. So I'm gonna be using my air fryer. And I'll show you how to make these air fryer wings that way. Now I have about 2¼ pounds of wings here that I broke down like I mentioned. And really important, you need to pat dry your wings. This is so important. You don't want all that excess moisture because then you're not gonna have crispy wings, or not as crispy at least. So you definitely want to pat them dry, and that's why I put them between two sheets of paper towel. Make sure you could get them as dry as you can to decrease the amount of moisture that's going to be on the skin. So do not skip this step. And some people will just make a, either a dry rub or just dip these in a sauce at the end. I like to do both a dry rub and a sauce at the end. So optimal flavor, you can't go wrong. You see all that excess moisture that is on the paper towel? We don't want any of that. So it's good that it's kind of taking that up. Okay, so that's step one. So after you've broken down your wings, or you could keep them whole, you would just go ahead and pat them down really well. Now I'm just gonna grab a bowl. Just get that really quick. I'm gonna place my wings in here so we could season it with a really simple dry rub. Okay, so let's just toss these in here. Let me know what your favorite is, the drumette or this piece. I like both. I don't know. I think I like the drumette a little bit more because it has more meat on it, but I just love wings in general. Okay. You can see that all that extra moisture that was in the chicken. All right, so I'm just gonna wash my hands really quick. And now we're gonna work on the dry rub. So the dry rub just has a few ingredients, and this recipe is actually going to be on my website on fufuskitchen.com, and it's going to be listed under air fryer wings. So the exact measurements and the method will be there if you like to follow that as well. So my wings are in here. I'm going to add some salt. Very important. Salt is always a staple seasoning. And then some pepper. So we have our salt and pepper. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add garlic powder. Love garlic powder. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin. Just like that. I'm gonna do some paprika. You want about a tablespoon of paprika. And we're also gonna want about a tablespoon of chili powder because these are buffalo style wings. Okay. we do add a little bit of brown sugar. So the brown sugar not only is gonna help with the caramelization a little bit, but it's gonna have that like little kick of sweetness that's gonna go so well with that heat. So I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And lastly, I'm going to add baking powder. So baking powder will actually help crisp up the skin as well. So we're gonna do about 1 tablespoon of that. Perfect. The dry rub is ready. That's simple. I'm just going to give it a quick toss. Make sure everything is well coated. Let me bring you in closer so you can see. You want to just make sure everything, even that chicken at the bottom, is getting that seasoning. Feel like it needs just a little bit more, go ahead. It's really preference. So some people just do salt and pepper, and then they'll just go ahead and dip it in their favorite buffalo sauce or their favorite barbecue sauce and call it a day. I mean, either way, it's going to be good. But I like to do an extra step and add a really simple but flavorful dry rub. Okay, look how gorgeous. These are good. And they are actually ready for the air fryer. All right, so I got my air fryer. I actually found this in Aldi for like 50, 60 bucks. And I was like, perfect. Because, you know, if I really prefer not to fry, like deep fry. Not only does it, you know, make a mess and it kind of smells up the place, but it's also not that healthy for you. So I like to actually put my fries, my wings, my tenders right in my air fryer. Okay, so as you can see, I just sprayed it with some nonstick spray. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken. So you do not want to overcrowd the pan. Just give them like an inch apart. There you go. And we will be flipping these halfway, so both sides get that nice crisp. And as I mentioned, you could fry or bake these. If you are gonna bake these, you will need a wire rack. Okay, I think that is good. Perfect. So about half of them fit in here. And now I'm just gonna add it to my air fryer. And I basically just set this to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 minutes. You're gonna cook it for about 9 minutes on each side. And then I'll show you what it looks like halfway through once we flip it. And while that's going, I actually made a very simple sauce to dip them in. This is my favorite buffalo sauce that I actually find at Dollar Tree. It's called chicken wing sauce, and it's so, so good. So I just poured about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of that just in here, and I mixed it in with this sauce that I usually have in my fridge called ají amarillo. It is a Peruvian based sauce, like a yellow chili sauce, but that's because I have it and I like it, so I always mix it in. You could just do your, you know, standard buffalo sauce, you could do standard barbecue sauce, you could do red hot sauce with some melted butter to make it creamy, and you'll have a beautiful sauce. You can see how nice and crispy that's already gotten. Now I'm just going to flip them over so the other side achieves that nice crispiness. Okay, they have cooked for about 18 minutes in the air fryer. Look how crispy and juicy that is. Perfection. So what you're just gonna do is go ahead, dip it right into the sauce, give it a nice swirl, and there you have it, guys. Buffalo wings right at home, super easy, much healthier. And don't forget, I'm gonna add a little clip after this to show you how to cut your whole chicken wing to make it into these sizes if that's what you prefer. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you next week.